looking for questions either around business building, sales and marketing, manifesting, because I consider myself a master manifester. I manifested an incredible life in the last like 10 years. So I'm definitely really strong in manifesting as well. And so I'm looking for questions around that. Mindset mastery also. So like goal setting, changing your mind, getting over mindset blocks, that type of thing. Or anything life coach, like if you need help like self-love wise or confidence wise, or maybe you're having relationship issues, those type of things. I'm also really great at empowering women to kind of let go of anything that is no longer serving them. So those are the areas that I coach in, and I am doing Q&A Wednesday every single Wednesday with you guys.
Welcome to the Boss Ladies Mindset channel, powered by Crown for Success, the largest women's empowerment network for soulful CEOs on social media. We are a coaching business that mentors and motivates women to reach their highest potential in business and mindset mastery. Each one of our episodes will share valuable tips, resources, interviews, and empowering information that will help boss ladies design a life and business they're crazy as fuck about.
A little bit about me, because then I can tell you what I do. So my name is Wendy Porter. I'm the soul and sass behind Crown for Success and also Boss Ladies Mindset. And we are the largest women's empowerment network for soulful CEOs on social media, with a following of 1.5 million women on all of our pages. We have about 5 or 6 pages here. And that's on just Instagram alone, not including Facebook or Pinterest or any of the other areas that we're in. So we are a coaching business that mentors and motivates women to reach their highest potential in both business and mindset mastery and self-love, okay? So I'm a certified life coach, a certified business coach. I have 15 years of experience in building, operating, running multi-million-dollar businesses in corporate America. I've built this company into a multi-million-dollar business in the last 5 years. So I am a coach that mentors women to really build their confidence, but also to build financial independence through entrepreneurship. So that is what I do, and that is who I am. So no questions are off limits. You can ask me anything. I'm a keep it real kind of girl. I say it like it is, and I will, I will answer any question. Okay. Do I use a funnel system for running my business sales pages, or do you market in other areas? So I do have a funnel. I mainly use social media for my funnel. I've really built this business organically. I don't run ads, although I have tried Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and I didn't find them to be, I didn't find them to be as successful as just organically reaching my audience. So doing lives, posting, DMing, talking to people, and just really connecting with people on a human level, to me has worked way better than running ads on social media. So I do have a funnel though. So typically what I do is I offer some sort of free training, usually a challenge, like a live challenge. And I'll lead people over to a Facebook group that we create. And then from that live challenge, and usually I post here on social media about, I just did, like, for instance, I did a live challenge. It was 3-day masterclass called Iconic Coach. So it was for anyone who's interested in becoming a coach. And I told you all the reasons why I think coaching is like the number one thing that women should get involved in, especially if you have a story to tell and you have wisdom to share. It's just the most incredible industry for women, and it costs very little to get started in coaching, and it has been extremely successful for me. So I just feel like that's the way to go, especially if you feel like you've got a story to tell, or that you have wisdom to share and experiences that you can share. So I did that, and what I did was my funnel really consisted of posting all about the Iconic Coach Masterclass here on Instagram and all of our different pages, and on Facebook also. And it was a free class, so people join my email list to get into that free class. Then they're led over to our exclusive Facebook group that we created just for that masterclass. And then I went in there and I did the 3 days of training, and then I lead them into our coaching. It's called Run the World Coaching Collective, which is our signature program for coaches. So I led them into that coaching program. So that's just one of my funnels, but that's how I really do all of my funnels. It starts with some sort of freebie, and it starts with me promoting it and talking about it on Instagram and on Facebook. and leading them into some sort of challenge or freebie. And then from there, selling them into one of my programs. Okay. So that's my funnel. Okay. What's the best thing to do as a beginner in manifesting? So as a beginner in manifesting, I talked about this the other night a little bit, but, to me, the strongest and the fastest way to start manifesting is through a gratitude journal. Like, it seems so simple, but it is extremely powerful. Because here's the thing, if you've never manifested before, you've got to work on increasing your vibrational frequency, right? Because we're all made of energy. Everything is energy in this world. Everything, every living thing, everything that's not living, it's all energy. And so when you have never really practiced, gratitude or manifesting, you may not be vibrating at the highest level, right, of what you could be vibrating at. So your goal is to try to increase your vibrational frequency, because anything that whatever level you are vibrating on, that is whatever's on that level is what's attracted to you, right? So if you find your life like shit right now, it's probably because you're vibrating at a lower frequency, and all the shit is being attracted to you, right? Because all shit is attracted, like that's where it's vibrating right here on a lower level. So to increase your vibrational frequency at a higher level so that you can start attracting the things that you really desire and want, and the things that are really meant for you, and the things that aren't shit, the shit life that you're experiencing, or the shitty things that you're experiencing. In order to start attracting those things, you got to raise your vibrational frequency. And the fastest way to do that is through a gratitude journal. Because in the space of gratitude, lack thoughts and negative thoughts cannot reside. So they can't live here in the space of gratitude. It's impossible. Like if you're thinking of something you're grateful for, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm grateful for my kids and their health, and I'm grateful for the food that I have on this plate. I'm grateful for the home that I have that keeps me sheltered. If you're in that space of gratitude, you can't think all these crazy negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts are what keeps our vibrational frequencies low. So you can't have both at the same time. It's impossible, right? So the more that you learn how to be grateful for what you already have, even the small things, even when it feels like there's nothing to be grateful for, I promise you there's always something to be grateful for. And when you start finding those things, and you start keeping a gratitude journal and recognizing them every single day, and really sitting in that feeling of gratitude and feeling that gratefulness, then you start to raise your vibrational frequency. And if you do that 10, 15 minutes a day times 365 days a year, imagine what level your frequency could be at, right? Your energy could be on. So it's the fastest and easiest way to start manifesting the things that you truly desire in your life is by keeping a gratitude journal. There's tons of other ways, but that's like the basic simple question, like my simple answer for the question. But if you want to find out more, and if manifesting intrigues you, ladies, like if it's something that you really want to learn how to master, like I feel like I've done in my life, then I invite you to message me about our Manifesting Queen Society membership. We have a membership that is incredible, and it's all about manifesting. You can join it right now for just $1. So like $1, that's it. It's like $1 for 30 days. And then it increases to, I think, $33 per month. So if you are interested in joining us for the next 30 days and trying it and see how you like it, and just for $1, then message me, MQS, Manifesting Queen Society, MQS, and just tell me you're interested in the Manifesting membership or MQS, and I will send you the link. Okay. Next question. What kind of limiting beliefs that you've had when you first started, and how did you overcome them? So I think the most limiting beliefs that I had was probably like, am I enough? Right? I think we all have that. Like, am I enough? Like, who am I to do this? Who's going to buy from me? What experiences do I have that I can share? Like, has my life really been that spectacular that I can teach people like about certain things? Like, I think the am I enough mentality is what held me back initially. Also fear, self-sabotage. So those were kind of the things that really held me back. Also being afraid of success, too, as awkward as that sounds, like there are a lot of women who are afraid of succeeding. They don't know that that's what the fear is. But it is for a lot of women. Like when you start to dive deeper, in coaching sessions with women, you'll find that a lot of women are afraid of success because they start thinking like, what if my friends, what if I don't fit in anymore? What if my friends think I'm stuck up? What if my family thinks I'm crazy for doing this? What if, my husband thinks I'm too much now? What if my husband is intimidated by my success? What if maybe I should just shrink myself and make myself smaller so nobody can see me? So a lot of women tend to be afraid of success. So you've got to figure out what that is for you. For me, it was those few things that I had to overcome through mindset work, through journaling, through self-love, through affirmations, through reading books. So those sort of things that I had to do to overcome all of those things. But we do talk about that a lot in the Manifesting Queen Society. So if you guys are interested in learning more about like overcoming those mindset blocks and that overcoming that fear and that self-sabotage, and just doing the mindset work, because I always say this, 80% of having a successful business is here. It really is. It's here. And 20% is sales and strategy. 20% is like sales and strategy. 80% of it is your mindset. So if your mind isn't right, your business isn't going to be either. So you've got to get this right first before you can see the success flourish in your business. And even if you start your business and you start seeing good things happen in your business, if your mindset is broken some way, or if there is something that you are not, overcoming, it's going to repeat itself over and over and over again, because that's just what it does until you learn the lesson from it. So if you know that that's kind of your issue and you want to overcome that, join us in the Manifesting Queen Society, because we talk about that a lot in there. Okay. All right. I am looking to manifest a great life, but I have a block happening. Any advice? Also, I want to also coach emotional intelligence and empathy, but I don't know where to start. So if you are looking to become a coach, we do have a program called Run the World Coaching Collective. It is our signature program. It's my biggest program, all about how to become a certified life coach. We actually certify you as a life coach. It's a 10-week training program. It's 2 hours of training every single week and a Q&A every other week. So it is a lot. It's a very big, cumbersome course and training program that we put you through to get you certified as a life coach. If that is something that you're interested in, send me a message and I will give you more details. We are closed for enrollment right now, but we are going to be opening up again soon, and I can give you some details in the meantime that can help you get you on the right track to becoming a coach. So I can give you some other things that we have going on right now that will marry well with that program to kind of get you started right now until you can maybe get into that program in the next month or two when we reopen. Okay. So, let's see. Great life, but I have a block happening. So with blocks, you really have to do the work to figure out what it is, where that block is coming from. Is it something that stems from childhood? Because a lot of us have blocks that stem from childhood. So is it something that's stemming from childhood? You've got to dissect it first to figure out what it is, and then you can do some exercises to get through that block. Is it a money mindset block? Is it a confidence issue block? Is it I'm not enough block? Like, what kind of block is it? So you got to figure out what that is first. And then there are tools and exercises as a coach that I can give you to help you get through each individual block that you have. Okay. Let's see. How do you practice self-discipline? I feel like just the need to do more, but it's overwhelming when I think about how much I need to do. So one thing I will tell you is that when we procrastinate on our to-do list, strategically what I do is I keep a to-do list. And I talked about this, I think, last night. I keep a to-do list. I list out 10 things every single day that I need to get accomplished. My goal is to at least accomplish 80% on that to-do list. If I accomplish 80%, on that to-do list every single day. Then I reward myself on Friday. And I can reward in the reward system. We do that because that's how humans are designed. Since we were little, we were conditioned to have a reward system. You know, you go pee-pee in the potty, you get your mommy claps for you. You know, if you get an A, your teacher gives you one of those pretty stickers on your paper or whatever it is. But we've been designed, like it's been conditioned for us to be rewarded. So in order to stay self-disciplined, I believe in a reward system for yourself. So you keep a daily to-do list, right? Is one thing. Number 2 is I do what's called power hours because I have like lack of attention to detail. I'm all over the place. Like I'm shiny object syndrome. Oh, it's prettier over there. It's shinier over there. I got to do that over there. You know, oh, I can't finish that because I got to do this over here. So I'm like all over the place. So what I suggest that you do is do power hours where you know that for this 1 hour, for these 2 hours, you're only working on XYZ. That's it. Your focus is only on XYZ. All the other distractions are off limits to you. You cannot go outside of that box of XYZ. That is your main focus for the next hour. Because then it doesn't seem like it's your focus all day long, because all day long is just too much. Like I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm all over the place. Most people can't do that anyway. So, you focus for an hour or 2 on the specific thing that you're trying to accomplish, and then you take a break. You take a break from it, go for a walk, break for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, go do something, yoga, whatever you want to do. Go eat lunch, whatever you want to do. Then you come back and you decide, can I focus on this for another hour or do I want to switch now? Because maybe I'm feeling creative and now I want to write, right? Because I write a lot of content. So maybe I'm feeling creative. I don't want to do more lives. I just want to write because I want to go inward, right? So you ask yourself, can I continue to do XYZ or do I need to do ABC now because now I'm in a different mindset? Okay. And that's okay. If you decide to switch to ABC, now you commit to yourself, I'm going to do ABC now for the next hour, right? So I'm going to do ABC now for the next hour, and then I'm going to, go take my break again for 20, 30 minutes and come back and see where I want to be at. So that's what I do. It works wonders for me because I am I have the shiny object syndrome. I'm all over the place. Something shinier, it catches my attention. And if I let myself freely work 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day, then without those little power hours, then I'm like, ooh, it's over there and what's over here and let me go over there. So try that. Maybe that'll help you with the self-discipline. Okay. Who are some of my biggest mentors? I would say, Oprah. I love Oprah. I love Marianne Williamson. Marianne Williamson, Oprah, Marie Forleo. Those are like the bigger ones that I can think of. But I also, there's so many people who I look up to and admire. I love Beyonce. Love her. So I love her work ethic and her self-discipline is just incredible. So I'd say those are some of them. How do you decide or find what business to open? So I'm going to actually do a training on this because I told you guys I would last night because that question was asked a lot last night. So how do you figure out what is the right business to open? How do you figure out what is your purpose, passion, and calling in life and how to turn it into a business? That is a whole training. So I'm going to do that for you guys. It'll probably be next week that I do that training. And I'm also, last night we talked about a vision board, creating a vision board. What I'm going to do is do that vision board training on Monday night. So we're going to create graphics for it because it's going to be a whole big ordeal. So Monday night, come with me on Monday night training on this because I told you guys I would last night because that question was asked a lot last night. So how do you figure out what is the right business to open? How do you figure out what is your purpose, passion, and calling in life and how to turn it into a business? That is a whole training. So I'm going to do that for you guys. It'll probably be next week that I do that training. And I'm also, last night we talked about a vision board, creating a vision board. What I'm going to do is do that vision board training on Monday night. So we're going to create graphics for it because it's going to be a whole big ordeal. So Monday night, come with me on Monday night. It's going to be at 6 p.m. my time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's going to be Monday night. We're going to do a vision board together so that we can really go into 2021 and make sure that we are, because I did a lot, last night was all about goal setting. So we're going to create a vision board together. So I'll make a list of things that you need to bring. So it's going to be a poster board, some markers, glue, magazines, but I'll post it on the page. So make sure if you guys don't have your notifications on for this page, that you put them on so that you're notified anytime that I go live or anytime that I post, so that you can see exactly what you need to bring in. But we're going to promote it for the next few days. And then I'm going to see how, if we can get as many people as possible here on Monday night to watch that with us, because I want to make sure that, we are making a huge impact and going into 2021, meeting all of our goals and creating a vision board to empower us to do that. Okay. But I will also do a training all about how to figure out what business to go into, how to figure out what your purpose, passion, calling is too. So I will be doing that training. Okay. Vision boards. I was looking forward to knowing how you do vision boards. Yes. And we're going to do a whole training on that. So I'm going to spend an entire hour with you on Monday night. That way it gives you guys some time to prep for it. It gives you some time to grab yours so that we can do them together. And we're also going to be promoting it in posts and lives and stories for the next few days so we can get as many people on as possible. And feel free to invite friends if you want to invite friends over. And family members or anybody that you think could benefit from learning how to do a vision board, and creating a vision board with us Monday night. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Bring your wine too, if you like wine, or your favorite drink or water or whatever you want to drink, whatever you want to bring. What books have you read? Tons of books. My favorite books probably is, A Woman's Worth by Marianne Williamson, A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. If you are trying to find yourself and you're trying to figure out who you are as a woman, those are two great reads for any woman who is like trying to build confidence, self-love, and just trying to figure out who she is or return to herself. Or if you've lost yourself in a marriage or in a relationship, and you want to like figure out like, how do I find myself again? Those are two great books. Another one I love is E Squared by Pam Grout. If you are new to manifesting and you want to do some experimental exercises all about manifesting, E Squared is a really fun book to get. It like scientifically tells you why and how, like why manifesting works and what it is, and gives you some experiments that you can do. So it's a pretty fun book. And then Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is another amazing book. If you've been manifesting for a while and you want to take your manifesting skills to a new level and learn quantum physics, that is a really great book. Okay. Yeah, I'm like a total nerd when it comes to books. I'm like a total bookworm. Love to read. Manifesting is for anything in life, anything in life. It's anything you want. Anything manifesting, you've manifested already and you just don't know that you've done it. So like we all manifest on a regular basis. Like it's something that we do. We just don't know how to hone in on the skill. We just don't know that we've done it. If you're not into manifesting, then you don't know, that you've already done it. But there's been something in your life that you've been thinking about. It can be as simple as thinking about your favorite song on the radio, or thinking about your favorite song, and then you go in the car and turn on the radio and your favorite song's on. Right? It could be as simple as thinking about that old fuckboy that you miss, but you shouldn't miss, but you miss him anyway, and then he texts you. Like it's something, we all manifest all the time. We just do it on micro levels if we don't know how to do it on big levels, right? So it's just honing in on that of what you already do if it's your desire. So how do I find women who support your goal? How do you find women who support your goals? I've noticed women tend to not support my passion projects I work on, but oddly, men do support them. Any advice? Yes. We actually have a program called RVP. It's our regional VP. It is a program that this program alone, ladies, has made $2.5 million. We've put over 1,000 women through this program. It is the most incredible sisterhood that you could possibly imagine. There are women there who want to see you succeed as much as they want to succeed. They are your biggest cheerleaders. I have women from all over the world. I have women who become best friends. I have women who travel around the world to see each other. I have women who built six-figure businesses together. I have women who wrote books together. We have women who are public speakers. We have women who are doctors, lawyers. We have women who are entrepreneurs. We have women who are moms, stay-at-home moms. There's so many incredible women who've gone through this program. And this program was my first download that I had when I started my business. The whole purpose of my business was this program because I wanted to create an environment where women were each other's biggest cheerleader, where women reach out their hand when another woman is drowning or when she feels like she's drowning, where women like truly support and love on each other and, hold each other's hand and throughout building a business, because I know that building a business can become lonely, especially if you're building an online business because there's nobody to talk to. So this has become like the most incredible support system for all these women. And some of them aren't even entrepreneurs. Some of them just want to join because of the sisterhood that we have. And if anybody's interested in this program, let me know. Send me a message. It's called RVP. So Regional Vice President is what it's called, RVP. And I can send you the details for it. You do have to interview for this particular program because you become a part of our team, and you become an independent contractor working with us and for us. So it is the most incredible program. We have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of what this program has done for women's lives, and not just business wise, but what it's done to them self-love wise, what it's done for their confidence, how it's helped their businesses, or how it's inspired them to write a book or, build that six-figure business. It's the most incredible sisterhood. And it is, I hope we have some RVPs on here. We might have some that can talk about it a little bit more. And in the interview, you don't interview directly with me. You interview with another RVP because they can tell you their experience through the program, right? They can tell you exactly what to expect. They can tell you what the program has done for themselves. They can tell you about the program. But I always say, to me, this program was just a download. It's the RVPs who truly make the program what it is. I just facilitate the training. They're the ones who are out there, creating the magic, because they're women who are on our social media channels. They do our TV show. They do our YouTube channel. They do our podcast. They host our podcast. So they're the ones who are making the magic happen. I just facilitate the training. It's their program. So if you want more information about that, send me a message that says RVP and I'll give you more info on that. But really, that's how you find that support system, is you find a team of women that you can join that truly want to see other women succeed. And one of the policies that we have in this program is that there is no cattiness allowed. There is no, if anybody is caught doing that or gossiping about each other, you're kicked out of the program. And it's a lifetime program. So you don't want to be kicked out for life. And plus, we don't let those type of women in. We just don't. It's something I will not deal with. I dealt with bullying, pretty heavy bullying when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And so I built my whole business on staying away from mean girls and creating an environment of love and support from other women. So if anybody's interested in that, let me know. I'll send you the link to that and you can schedule an interview with my team. Okay. Ideas for a side hustle. So ideas for a side hustle, coaching. So I can't say it enough. Coaching, it's the most incredible side hustle. You can start on the side. You can do it on your time. You can, create your own schedule for it. So coaching is the most incredible side hustle that there is out there. If you are interested in coaching, or you think that you have a story to share, you have wisdom and tons of experience to share, let me know. Send me a message and I'll send you some information on how you can become a coach. So send me a DM if you're interested in coaching. But coaching is the most incredible side hustle, because to me, like I said, it's the most incredible side hustle for women, but it's also just as a human, because as a coach, it's a great accountability system, because you can't coach other people being half-assed at what you're coaching. So it's always challenging you to be the best version of yourself so that you can coach other people from a place of being the best version of yourself. Because if you're not the best version of yourself, or you're not the best version of that specific thing that you're coaching, whether it's fitness or life coaching or business coaching, you always want to be 2 steps ahead of the people that you're coaching. So it's always elevating you to become the highest version of yourself and to really perfect your skill all the time. So it's the most incredible side hustle. Okay, ladies, we have a lot of questions still to go over, and I know we are almost at our hour mark, and I don't want this to kick me out. So what I will do is tomorrow I will be back for you guys around the same time to do a second part 2 of our Q&A. And I will answer more questions tomorrow night. I took a picture of it, so I have it on my phone. And I also have questions from all of our pages too that I have to get to. So tomorrow will be part 2 of our Q&A. And we will do that, but we got about a minute left before they kick me out. So thank you so much for your time, ladies. I appreciate every single one of you. I know time is the most precious commodity that we all have, so I don't take it lightly that you spent this last hour with me. Tomorrow, I love you. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Boss Ladies Mindset channel powered by Crown for Success. Please tune in next week for another episode, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram at RVP Queens, at The Girl Gang Confidential, at Crown for Success, at Strong Women Are Beautiful, and of course at Boss Ladies Mindset.